I don't think he's talking about how to beat you. That's why I think you're going to get a kick out of this. Let's take a look. It's going to be new to me.
We'll put it on.
Let's get. All right.
Okay,
let's see what he has to say.
Oh, let's see.
When I fought him back in 2007, he brought over a big chicken, and he told me, Oscar, here, this is the way you fight, like a chicken. Well, the chicken had babies, and here he is, little Floyd.
All right, so he was holding up a chicken there at that point. What do you think?
Really don't need no introduction.
I've never ducked or dodged no opponent. And you must realize we don't really know how many championships Shane Mosley really won because Shane Mosley was taking steroids. So you let me know. How can he be the official champion? If Margarita is cheating and Shane Mosley is cheating, it doesn't matter. You got two cheaters.
Here he is, little Floyd.
And then Shane Mosley talked about the numbers that he does. Okay, he done 20,000, but his gate only done a little bit over 1 million. I could do 10,000 fans, and my gate do between, we'll say just the number between 9 and over 20 million. So those are the type of gates that I'm doing. So, you know, the proof is in the pudding. You can, Richard Schaefer will tell you. I mean, me and Shane Mosley both was undefeated at the same time. And boxing doesn't work like that. You must realize, and you know, I know you know that boxing is a business. It doesn't work like that. Oh, I say, okay, I want to fight Shane. We just fight.
Well, you know
it doesn't work like that.
It seemed to me, Floyd, that Shane would be good for your business. I mean, maybe not as good as Pacquiao, but it seemed to be at least on par with Marquez. Wouldn't Shane be good for business for you?
I'm not saying that, but he's never been on the A side in pay-per-view. He's never been on the A side. So that's what I'm trying to say. You know, Shane Mosley not too long ago was back. You know, of course, he was back. He went back to ESPN, fighting on ESPN, Friday Night Fights a while back
on a pay-per-view, right? On a pay-per-view card, right? It was an ESPN pay-per-view.
And then not too long ago, Shane Mosley was on the undercard. So you're talking, once again, you're talking about a guy who's on the undercard, a guy who's taking steroids, a guy who doesn't do the numbers that I do, and say that, I mean, he's on your level. I'm not saying that Shane Mosley was never a top fighter. But, you know, like, before he leave, he's trying to get his last big payday. And I can't knock him for that.
Okay.
Here he is, little Floyd.
So where does he stand, like, in your sights? If you get by Marquez, look, where does he stand in your sights?
As of right now, my main focus is Marquez. You know, my main focus is Marquez. We can't really say how many championships Shane Mosley really won. I mean, you know, and then everybody try to talk about what Margarita was doing. We can't talk about what Margarita was doing if we don't talk about what Shane Mosley was doing. This is you talking about, now once again, you talking about Shane Mosley. Now you talking about, he just made, I think, $1.8 million his last fight. You know, and it's not bragging or boasting, but you know, when I lace up, it's 8 figures or better, and we know that. You know, my number is over.
Here he is, little Floyd.
These two guys are right around your weight class. What do you think of the proposed fight between Manny Pacquiao and Miguel Cotto?
Miguel Cotto, we all know that, like I said before, Bob Arum is making that fight because he's trying to keep all the money in-house. That's what Bob Arum is trying to do. Bob Arum, well, you know, I thought Cotto lost his last fight. It was close, but I thought he lost. But, you know, once again, Bob must keep him undefeated because he does have a good Puerto Rican following. So if he got a good Puerto Rican following, Manny Pacquiao has a good following. When you take the two, you can do some pretty good numbers.
Who would you want?
I mean, you can't do no Floyd Mayweather numbers, but you can do some pretty good numbers.
Who do you think wins that fight?
I think after the Margarita fight, that mentally Cotto is not the same, but you can never say what can happen in the sport of boxing. But I think Pacquiao is a quick starter, and if I had to lean towards a fighter, I would say Pacquiao.
Okay, so if you win and Pacquiao wins, what would make more money than that for you, Floyd?
Here he is, little Floyd.
I mean, well, you know, my name it's more like this: what Pacquiao and Hatton made together, I'm making more in my fight. So that lets you know where I stand at and what type of numbers that I generate and the type of drawing power that Floyd Mayweather has.
You know, but what would
they don't call me Floyd Money Mayweather for nothing.
I know, but what
my middle name Money for a reason.
But what would make better money for you than Manny Pacquiao? Is there anybody else out there?
Here he is, little Floyd.
But if you win and Manny wins, what happens then?
I mean, once again, many people must realize this. Manny Pacquiao has the worstest deal in boxing. Okay, when he fight, Bob Arum already get 27% of his money. He's on a 27% deal with Bob Arum. Floyd Mayweather keeps 100% of his money. We talked to Bob Arum about the fight, and we didn't talk to him about the fight, but he already went on record and said we want 50-50. By even saying that, he already said that he don't want to fight because everybody know I'm not going to fight Manny Pacquiao. He's going to get 50. It's going to be a 50-50.
What would be acceptable?
You got to talk to Al Heyman and Leonard Ellaby about that.
Here he is, little Floyd.
We already know who's the face of boxing.
Here he is, little Floyd.